want you to forget to clap.
I know. I didn't either. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, everybody's here for the third time.
Yeah. How's your week going?
My week's going okay. How's your week going?
It's good.
Good,
It's
dude.
good. How's my gain looking?
How's your what looking?
The gain? Am I in the range? On this thing. Yeah, I hate that light goes off.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see without the backlight. I think you're okay.
Test.
Yeah, you're fine. Actually, I'm a little bit... No, you're okay.
But week's going good.
Week's going good.
How's the finger?
The finger is not as good as it probably should be.
Is it new blood or old blood?
It's still a lot of old blood. So I guess I can tell a story if you want.
I would love it. Do you want to do a visual aid?
That's the visual aid. I was unpacking kitchen knives. We bought new kitchen knives thanks to Miss Rachel Ray, and I was unpacking them in our kitchen, and they were in like a molded plastic with no like sheath on the knife. So just bare ass, super sharp knives in this plastic, and I was opening them up. I'm not a very clumsy person in general, but I was talking to my son about Paw Patrol or Mickey or whatever we were talking about, and one of the knives kind of wiggled free from the molded plastic before I thought it was going to, and split my finger in half like a watermelon, like just
Sharp.
just decimated it. Yeah, it was really bad. And you know, sometimes like people get cut and they're like, oh, I didn't really feel it, but then there was just like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
This was like the opposite of that. I felt every single second of it like sliding into my finger.
Was it a smooth or like serrated knife? Like, did you go bread knife or what'd you cut yourself on specifically?
No, smooth knife, and it was the very tip of the knife. It wasn't the edge of the knife.
Ooh.
And it made like an L in my, that's not an L. It made like an L in my finger. And immediately it was like The Exorcist, and there was just blood everywhere, like all over the kitchen. I went over the sink, and I'm just like yelling to my wife. I'm like, it's bad. I'm like, babe, it's bad. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's bad in here. And so then we went to the backbone of American healthcare. We went to an urgent care.
How far away? How far is the closest one?
It's not that close. It's like 3 miles. It's not that bad.
I'm assuming you drove.
I did not drive. I was wrapped up in a towel like a Vietnam veteran while she's like taking me to the chopper. I'm like, get me out of here. And so as we're pulling into the urgent care, we literally get stopped by sirens behind us, and it's an ambulance flying past us to take someone else to the urgent care.
The same
urgent care, yeah. And so we pull over, and the ambulance flies around us, parks in front of the urgent care, and they're like taking a guy out of the stretcher, like into the urgent care. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I should go in there. They seem busy. And so we went in there anyway, and I walked in, and I was like, hey, I am bleeding everywhere. I got my finger slit in half, and this woman looked at me like I was an idiot. She's like, did you not see the ambulance outside? She's like, we close at 8 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. We close at 8 o'clock. I really don't think you're gonna be able to see anybody. You might want to check another place out.
They close at 8?
They close at 8, yeah. Which seemed weird considering the American healthcare system is built on urgent cares. That's what.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 30. I don't have a primary care physician. That would be crazy. I'm not a psychopath. I'm 36 years old. That's for babies. Having a doctor? Are you kidding me? And so we went to a different urgent care. Or no, we didn't go to a different urgent care that day. We went back home, and I was like, well, I'm just going to wrap it up and sleep it off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sleep it off, dude. And so I was awake all night. Like every 2 hours, I'd go to the sink, and I'd like unwrap this wet paper towel. I'd be like, it's probably a little better now. And then it looked like worse every time.
Oh.
And so I waited till they were open again, went back the next morning, got in line, checked in online. Great system. Question for you. Have you ever seen a doctor at an urgent care?
It's always like a nurse.
I don't
it's
even
a nurse
think
or
they're
somebody
there.
who doesn't want to be there.
I don't even think the doctor's there. I don't think they have doctors. I think it's just a collection of and what's the difference between a nurse and a nurse practitioner?
That's a good question. I think salary.
I
think that's just like
imagine
a
salary.
wall.
Yeah,
Where
so-
it's like one of these is 10K more than the other.
Yeah.
But
So
no one knows.
I felt like if I'm going in bleeding, I'm for sure going to get to see the big man. It's like Santa Claus. I'm like, I'm going to see the doctor here. They're going to bring him out of the back. He's going to like dust himself off. He's like, ooh, I got a live one.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not just dealing with somebody with a cough. Like this kid's going to bleed out on me. I better do something.
Yeah.
No, it was just like, she's like, hi, I'm the nurse practitioner. And I'm like, all right, fair enough. Well, let's see what we got here. And she like, it takes the bloody paper towel off my finger, and she's like, "That's pretty bad. We're gonna need to do stitches."
This is 12 hours
Yeah,
after.
yeah,
Okay.
12 hours after. And so I basically, this is how much authority I have. I just talked her out of it. I was like, I don't know about stitches. I was like, can we glue it? She's like, well, we can. Yeah, I mean, we could glue it. And she's like, it has to kind of stop bleeding first. And I was like, all right, let's try that. And so she put like a tourniquet on it, like a little plastic tourniquet. She puts it on my finger, and then she goes away for like half an hour. She's like, just hold this, make sure, see if it'll stop bleeding. If it stops bleeding, we can glue it together. Meanwhile, like her and the doctor are talking like behind a curtain with me, and they're making fun of people who come to urgent care for diarrhea. That was like, they had like a 20-minute conversation. And she's like, oh, yeah, I asked this guy. I was like, how long have you been having diarrhea? And he's like, well, this morning. And she's like, that's it? You had one diarrhea and you showed up here? She's like, one diarrhea brought you to urgent care? And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. And I was thinking if I came to urgent care every time I had diarrhea, I would just live here. I'd pay rent at the urgent care.
You would have met your deductible.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
February, March.
And so she comes back and she eventually does glue it, and it's ugly. And there's like blood under the glue. And she's like, well, I guess that'll hold it. And I'm like, yeah, because we're not taking it off now because I'm not about to pass out at urgent care.
Yeah.
And so I went home, and every once in a while we had some new blood come in a little bit. But overall, I think we're over the hump. I don't think there's any new blood coming in. Now it's just a patch of glue, and there's so much old blood underneath the glue that it's all black.
Oh.
And it's super gross.
What is it? Do you ever like?
Yeah, I did smell it.
I was gonna say, I was
know,
like,
that's the
dude,
first question. Did you smell it?
Because they're like, don't get it wet, right?
Yeah, I can't get it wet. I can't bathe this hand. Well, I could bathe the other 4 fingers, I guess, but I haven't. I'm a dirty dog. And but yeah, when I unwrapped it, like, you know, a couple of days ago, I was like, I wonder what it almost knocked me out, dude. I was like,
And you have a kid.
yeah, I have a kid.
So
yeah.
you've been in the trenches for a little bit.
You know what it smells like when somebody like has a cast removed?
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
it's like a miniature version of that, I would say. But the glue's just supposed to fall off by itself. So I'm just sitting around waiting.
Is it slowly or just like one big clump and it's just gonna like?
I don't know. I'm not sure. So we'll find out together.
For $300, they don't give you much info.
Yeah, no, they don't. They give you a little piece of paper that basically says, "Do not wash this." that's kind of the only instructions. It's like, don't wash this. I know you wanted to wash it. Don't wash it.
Yeah.
So,
Do not wash this and pay this bill within 30 days.
yeah, exactly.
Those are the 2 rules.
Yeah, and don't talk to the doctor. He
don't
does not want to hear about this.
Do not reach out to him. I'm surprised they weren't like, hey, for sure, rule number 1, pay the bill. Rule number 2, don't wash it. So when you went there the first time, did she give you any tips? Like, hey, I'm getting off at 8. I'm single. I have a date at 8:30, and I'm in my 30s. Like, this is a big deal for me, you know?
No. I assume the hierarchy of like an urgent care goes imaginary doctor, nurse practitioner, person at the front desk who is about to blow their brains out.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about it, and they were talking. I was like, man, I bet 90% of people that show up to an urgent care, they're just like shrugging their shoulders. They're like, what do you want me to do about your diarrhea?
Yeah.
You know, or they just give them an antibiotic and they're like, all right, I'll see you later, brother.
That's like 90% of any urgent care I've been to previously was antibiotic and how many days do you want your doctor's note for?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're seriously hurt? Like, we're kind of just like a mill for doctor's notes. Like, we're assuming you got a big day tomorrow. You don't want to go in. You want 2 days or 3. Like, you give us $75, we'll give you a doctor's note.
Yeah. And then the other 10% of people are people who should be at a real emergency room.
Oh, for
You know,
sure.
You're like, you look at a guy in the corner and he's like crumpled over and you're like, I don't know, dude. I think you should not be here. You should go somewhere they have doctors.
Yeah. You're
Because that's not here. They're going to hook you up with a nurse practitioner. Man.
Anytime there's an urgent care inside of a Walgreens and somebody beside you is like bleeding, you're like, I don't know if the 17-year-old up here is gonna offer what you need.
Yeah.
Um,
But then I thread the needle because I feel like I come in, I'm like, this is the perfect urgent care case. This guy's got a finger that won't quit bleeding, and we got to get it back together. You know what? It's not too severe, but it's also not like a cough.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I thought I'm about to see a doctor.
Yeah.
But they fooled me, dude. I don't know what a doctor would have done. The doctor probably would have been like, fuck you, we're doing stitches, man. I'm stitching this up. Like there's, you can just sit there.
How did you know about glue? Did you like Google it on the way there?
Well, my son fell off our couch onto a coffee table. This is like a year and a half ago. We like to keep coffee tables like real sharp edges around because we have a toddler. And so he was like jumping on the couch. We were like, yeah, that's fine. And then he fell off the couch, smashed his ear onto the edge of the coffee table. We took him back to the same urgent care. Did not see a doctor. And they were like, because it was in the cartilage in his ear, she's like, I can't even stitch it if I wanted to, I don't think. And she's like, I really wouldn't try it. And so she glued his ear back together. And so that's what got me thinking. I was like, I can get the glue treatment, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I did. You know, I won that battle.
I know. I'm like, do they sell this glue? Like, we could just cut out urgent care entirely and just kind of do a neighborhood, like, hey, we can't do stitches. No one's doing stitches nowadays.
Yeah.
It's all about this glue.
Yeah.
Like, and we're open till 8:39, maybe even 10 on the weekends.
Yeah. Somebody's going to show up with an actual bullet wound. We're gonna be like, all right, okay, I guess we're closing down business today.
Yeah. I mean, with that Bobcat, dude, it might be good for business.
It might be good for business. You want to talk about bobcats?
I'd be down.
Okay. Go for it.
We saw a Bobcat my wife sent the video to you and your wife and to me. And then for someone who doesn't like Bobcats, she loves showing that video.
Yeah.
She's like a Bobcat awareness advocate.
Big on the neighborhood apps.
Yeah. Oh, real big.
People love seeing the bobcats, evaluating the bobcats, being like, oh, teenage, that one. Everybody's a bobcat expert once you get on the apps.
Oh, yeah. Everyone is. I didn't realize there was so much to learn.
Yeah.
Some guy diagnosed it and said, I think that's a baby looking for mama.
Yeah.
And I believed him. I'm like, this guy, he sounds very confident, you know?
Everybody on a neighborhood app is a zoologist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fact that you're commenting on a neighborhood app at 1:30 on a Monday, I'm like, this guy, he's got to figure it out, you know? He's probably either retired or he's divorced, like, oh, I should be applying for jobs, but this Ring app just keeps sucking me back in with these Bobcat images.
Can you imagine that kind of life? Because you know, like, how when you're bored, you just look at dumb shit on the internet. And you'll cycle through, like, you'll have 3 or 4 sites, right?
Yeah.
Some people are Facebook and Twitter and that kind of thing. I'm like college sports message boards, and that's how I waste most of my time. But some people are like Nextdoor.
Oh.
I'm getting on Nextdoor and I'm just seeing what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of person. They're built different.
They're like Yelp elite. They're
Yeah.
like like the neighborhood app like elite.
Yeah. They got to all be retired, right? I would assume.
I can't think of a scenario where you could be that active on there.
Because how crazy would it be if I'm just at my desk at work? I'm like, I got like 10 minutes to kill. I'm just gonna check Nextdoor, see what kind of bobcats are running around.
Yeah, and just comment on them.
Yeah, and just let everybody know what I think.
Do you think they have a sense of pride of being like, hey, I'm identifying what kind of snake, what kind of rabbit, what kind of bobcat this is, what kind of coyote this is. I'm changing the world with knowledge.
They get guilt if they're not on the app. They're like, what are people doing without the expert? They're like, I got to clock back in. There could have been 5 bobcats since Thanksgiving, and I've just been sitting here with my family. This is crazy.
I've just been hanging out with my grandkids, wasting time.
Yeah, this is not a good use of my skills.
Man, they are active on there. Well, I'm glad you're healing.
I'm trying to, emotionally and physically.
Did you when you first got cut? Did you scream out, or was it just almost like in shock?
There was no scream. No, there was no scream, but I felt it the whole way. And then I didn't want to look at it because I was like, I know this is gonna be so bad. And then I looked at it over the sink, and you couldn't even see finger. It was just red.
Ooh.
And I was like, we got a situation on our hands.
Did you run water over it instantly?
Yes.
That was a mistake, right? That hurt real bad. I feel like
The mistake was, and my wife was giddy about it, is that after like I had run water over it for a while, she's like, "We got to pour some alcohol in there. We got to get some of that. What's it called? Like isopropyl?
Yeah.
Or is that what it's called?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big healthcare guy, but yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, dude, she was so excited. She was like, "All right, you hold your finger here, and I'm going to pour this into the open wound." And I was like, "Oh man, that sounds really, really horrible." And then I look over at her, and she's just got like this Joker smile on her face. She's like, "Yeah, it's going to be really bad." I'm like, oh man, that sounds terrible. And we did it, and it was horrible. Like that was probably the most painful part of it. The first time I just dumped alcohol into the wound.
Yeah. Man, that's a horrible experience.
What's your worst slice?
So
You ever had a bad one?
on my pinky, when I was a kid, can I show it? It's a little different, smaller. When I was
Your pinky smaller now?
This one is, yeah. Oh boy. So I was in 7th grade, and we were loading a golf cart onto the back of a trailer, and my sister was driving it.
First mistake.
Oh yeah. And so I'm like, "Hey, do you have like the brakes on?" And she said, "Yeah." And I'm 12 years old with a bowl cut, trying to do a like ratchet, but this isn't one of the cloth ones from Harbor Freight. This is a old rusty one.
You're doing stuff like old men in shorts and boots should be doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And people in Arkansas are like 12. That's more than an old enough to do this
They're
job.
like, why don't you already have your shorts and boots combo going?
Yeah. And so I'm like, "Do you have the brakes on?" She says, "Yeah." And so I go to like latch it like this, and I don't know if it was gravity or she maybe let off the brake, but it just came back. And then luckily my pinky caught it, and there was just so much blood, and I'm like, I just grabbed it and I was in shock. And I looked down at it, and I'm like, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So I ran inside, ran it underwater to, I'm like, let me just get some of this blood out of the way. That was a mistake. That hurt bad.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdad, I'm like, "Get out here now." He's like, oh, he looks at it, grabs the phone, and I'm like, oh, he's calling 911. Like, "You're going to be okay, Ross." He calls my mom and is like, "Hey, do you know our, do you have our insurance card?" And I'm like, "Dude, we haven't even left the house." Like they're, by the time we get there, they're going to be like, "Just put this kid down, man." Like, he had a good life.
Calling your mom about the same thing as a nurse practitioner, I feel like that can't be that different.
But I got stitches on there, and growing up in Arkansas, I would say middle, lower class, like they tell you, "Hey, in a month, come back and like we'll take the stitches out." Not at our house. My stepdad was like, "I'll take them out. Don't worry."
No. Oh, wow.
And so I'm like,
Where's this at on your pinky?
This is right here. I mean, you can
The
see
tip
it.
of the pinky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can kind of see.
Yeah, I do see.
It's definitely, I mean, I'm not big hands compared to what you're rolling with,
Well, yeah, these bear claws.
But so then he took him out, and then fast forward 2 months later, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I think there's like another stitch in there. I go back to my stepdad, and I'm like, "Hey, you missed one." He's like, "The skin's really attached to this one. This is like a Friday night." He's like, "I got you, man. Like, I'll finish the job." And I'm like, "I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty nice house. Like, we could probably afford an urgent care visit." And he's like, just using tweezers, like from a Walmart set. And he's like, "Got it." And I'm like, oh, I need to get out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
I need to at least be able to have somebody look at it. I mean,
But he did get it.
he did get it. Yeah. And I'm
Okay.
scarred forever. There's probably like cartilage in there. And
Yeah, there's probably part of it still in there.
oh yeah, there's probably 2 more stitches in here that just are now part of me.
My uncle, when he was a teenager, he had to get his wisdom teeth out. I think it was kind of a surprise thing, maybe. I don't know. This was like the 80s, so dentistry was probably a little different.
Yeah.
And especially in West Texas, and they show up to the dentist and they're like, "Yeah, we need to take his wisdom teeth out like right now." And my grandpa's like, "Oof, all right." He's like, "All right, let's do it." And they go, "So there's a couple ways we can do this. We can give him like local anesthesia, around the jawline, and that'll really help smooth things over, and that'll cost this much money." And my grandpa said, "Ooh, he's gonna have to bite the bullet on this one." And so he just like had his wisdom teeth taken out.
He took option 2, which was Just like a leather belt, like you can chew on.
Yeah, option 2 was the 40s, I think, instead of the 80s, and yeah, he's always gonna have to bite the bullet there.
What do you think the price difference was? Do you think it was
Back then? It was probably $15, which was like their mortgage, I assume. But yeah, my uncle had a lot of wild injuries.
That's not. I'll cut that out. That background noise will be reduced.
No, leave that in.
Just so everyone knows what's behind the curtain. That's velvet, actually, too.
I like that.
Did you touch it?
No, I didn't touch it yet.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I think it's pretty good.
What are the curtains made of on stage? I mean, I know they're red.
Thicker velvet.
Yeah, the premium.
Yeah, premium velvet.
I saw that on there too. I was like, I'm not paying $200 for a velvet curtain.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have though.
Have you ever seen Blue Velvet by David Lynch, the movie? Okay. You should check it out.
Drama, comedy, what are we working with?
Not a comedy. Maybe one of the least funny movies I've ever seen in my life. It's I can't even describe it to you. Actually, cut all that out because we're not going to talk about Blue Velvet. It's wild, dude. It's crazy.
Well, speaking of crazy movies, did you watch Happy Gilmore 2?
I did watch Happy Gilmore 2. Did you watch Happy Gilmore 2?
I actually we watched the whole thing. This is the first movie I've watched the entirety of in quite some time.
Okay.
But it was worth it. I liked it a lot. Rotten Tomatoes, I think, seemed a little mixed.
Well, as far as a Sandler movie goes, that's like the highest Rotten Tomato score he's had in like 100 years.
Oh, wow.
He's been making just dog shit movies on Netflix for a long time that I don't even think most people know exist.
Happy Madison Productions they're churning them out, but they are not.
He's got 2 with Jennifer Aniston that I don't think anybody's ever seen.
Wait, I've seen one. What's his second? Oh, wait. No, he's got 3.
There's sequels to the first movie. Wait, what do you think the third one is?
I thought they did 2 of the spinoffs. There was it's like Anybody But You, where he's.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that.
Okay, that's with Jennifer Aniston too, isn't it?
This is called like Mystery Date or something.
Oh, yeah, they have 2 of those.
Yeah, there's 2 of those. Nobody's ever seen those. Those are like the worst movie you've ever seen, I assume. I also haven't seen them. But for him this is a huge comeback for him.
Yeah.
For his comedy.
Yeah.
He, does like artsy stuff. Everybody was really happy about him in Uncut Gems.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Now, you as a gambling addict, you must love Uncut Gems.
I related to that. I was like,
you weren't even stressed out. You were sitting there like, this is a Tuesday for me, man.
Yeah, I was like, this could be filmed in Shreveport, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It seems pretty relatable. Seems like I know a lot of guys like that.
Yeah. You're like, what's this guy so stressed out about, man?
Yeah. I was
He'll win it back.
yeah, I was like, it's gonna hit, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna hit. You just got to keep going.
Yeah, I was like, this is really a story about willpower, about never losing sight of the target.
I agree. He did die, I think.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Dude,
He did die.
But it hit though too. I mean, just.
It did hit.
I forgot that he died, but I remembered. I'm like, dude, but that parlay hit because he went like crazy stuff, like Celtics to win the tip off, and like right at the beginning of the game, like this could be done with.
Is that the climax? He has like a big parlay on the one game. Okay,
and he went all overs. I was like, oh, this guy's a DJ. I love it. He's like Garnett points over, Garnett rebounds over. I'm like, dude, throwing 3-pointers, man.
But outside of the stuff he does like that, like it's funny that he's a pretty good actor and he still is like, you know what, I prefer doing dog shit. Like this is more my thing. I just want to put my kid in a movie. I want to put all my friends in a movie. I don't care if the movie's very good. People are going to cut me a check anyway. Yeah. So I respect that. That being said, I did really like Happy Gilmore too. I thought it was really funny. The first movie is not like one of my movies. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like guys our age, Happy Gilmore is like a biblical text for a lot of guys like that. It's not for me. I think it's funny. Like I don't have a problem with it, but I wasn't like quoting Happy Gilmore to my friends.
You're like, this is my Shawshank.
Yeah. But Happy Gilmore 2 was great, dude. I don't know what everybody's problem is. I don't know what you wanted Happy Gilmore 2 to be. I guess that was about what I thought it would be.
Yeah, I get.
Except funnier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good.
Yeah,
and it was funnier than I thought because like I went into it like at low expectations. Like they are just like doing sequels for stuff left and right, and they're not great or remakes. I mean, you saw Lilo and Stitch live action.
I did.
Yeah, and so I went in expectations on the floor, and I was delightfully surprised.
It's got two things going against it. Number one, way too long. It's like, I think it's like slightly over 2 hours. That's too long to watch Happy Gilmore 2. Number two is like, if you're someone like my wife who does not know who these real golfers are, I don't think any of the second half of that movie is really landing with you. I don't think you think that stuff's funny, I guess. If you don't know Scotty Scheffler has been to jail, like is that still funny
land
to you?
Yeah.
Like probably not. So I think that maybe hurts it too. People who don't know real golfers are watching Happy Gilmore 2, and the second half of the movie, they're like, I don't think this is funny. Because the high points of the second half of the movie are a lot fewer and farther between, and they're all real golfers.
Yeah.
The high points of the first half of the movie, I think, are all over. I think the first half's way better than the second half. The second half turns into kind of nonsense, I guess.
Yeah, like some of those other golfers with the themes, like the chainsaw guy.
Yeah, what was that? Didn't need that. You didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
And why did we spend so much of the movie? I thought the whole movie was going to be Happy Gilmore learning how to play golf again and coming back on the comeback trail. But that's kind of like 15 minutes of the movie is like, I'm good at golf again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good at golf again, and I'm an alcoholic. And you're like, okay. You're like, all right, well, that was quick. And then instead of him coming back to like win the tournament for the money for his daughter, it's about him trying to save the PGA Tour against like Evil Golf League, which is supposed to be Live, I guess, the Live.
That's what I thought too. But then I'm like, but in real life, I mean,
in real life, some of these guys are on Live that are in the movie.
I'm like, can they even be in the movie? They're like, oh, we shot this before.
Yeah, you have like kind of a whole you have kind of a whole thing going on making fun of Live, and one of the protagonists on the good team is Bryson DeChambeau, who's like Mr. Live.
Oh yeah,
and that part was kind of weird.
In real life, though, like saving regular golf, I guess you could say, or like historical golf. In real life, historical golf was like, oh, let's just come, like, there's money to be made here.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like, we'll do it like this.
Yeah, easily.
You said it was 2 hours long. I hadn't watched a real movie, like a whole movie in a while. I just assumed.
Must have felt like 5 hours for you. you, if you're used to only watching YouTube recaps of movies, this must have been like an insane undertaking for you.
Well, it was so fast paced with cameos, man. Every time I turned around, I was like, oh, there was what was her name? The WNBA player who is real mean to Caitlin Clark. That doesn't narrow it down. But
Angel Reese?
No, not Angel Reese.
Who are you talking about?
She used to be married to Darren Wall, the tight end from the Raiders. What's his name? Darren.
Yeah. Waller?
Yeah. She has dark hair. There's like a meme of her eating popcorn.
Brianna.
She's on. Oh yeah, I think she's
Brianna Stewart? No, that's not her.
She's on that team though. Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, she was in there, and I'm like, hey, that's a cameo.
I didn't even catch that. What was she doing?
She was when Happy Gilmore goes and is part of that foursome. She is like working the desk. Like,
oh, wow. Okay, I didn't catch that either.
But you're a big WNBA guy. I'm surprised.
Huge WNBA guy. You know I love the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops would,
Texas Tech legend.
Texas Tech legend. The only part of the movie that like flat out did not work for me was like all the Ben Stiller stuff. And I'm kind of like, man, have I ever thought Ben Stiller was funny in a movie?
Oh, what about Dodgeball? Or like Meet the Fockers. Dodgeball was like a little.
Dodgeball. Yeah, he's funny in Dodgeball, I guess. I guess when he's carrying a movie, I don't think I've ever thought one's funny. Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, Meet the whatever. They made a third one, right?
They made like 5, dude.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. Zoolander. I'm not a Zoolander guy. I don't know how you feel about Zoolander. You probably watched the YouTube recap.
There's a lot of there's a lot of metaphors in Zoolander, just so everyone's clear.
Okay, Zoolander 2, not my thing. Tropic Thunder is funny, but not because of him, I don't think.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, a little bit. Simple Jack. There's funny stuff in these movies, but like I don't think they're Ben Stiller.
What about Heavyweights? Did you ever see Heavyweights?
Of course, I've seen Heavyweights. Yeah,
that one's pretty good. I mean,
yeah, I like Heavyweights.
That's fair. When I think of Ben Stiller, what do I think? I guess because was he a comedian before?
Oh, like a stand-up comedian?
He wasn't, was he?
I have never seen a clip of him doing stand-up, so I want to say no.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
That's fair.
The first thing I ever remember him in is Reality Bites. Have you ever seen that?
Huh.
Oh, okay. It's him and Ethan Hawke, and he's like the bad. He's not a bad guy. He's the corporate boyfriend, and Ethan Hawke's like the. You don't even know what real life is like, dude. And it's like the '90s. He's like, you gotta smoke weed and lay on a couch. That's what life is. Kind of like that.
I bet you Ethan Hawke's really good at hacky sack in that movie.
Ethan Hawke's really good in that movie. Period. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Are you a big Ethan Hawke guy?
I think so.
I'm trying to think what else he's in. I'm drawing a blank.
Well, he's in Training Day, right? Is that him?
Oh yeah, dude.
Wait, is that him? Should we cut this out? Let me look up Training Day.
No, that is him. Because I remember that scene with Denzel when he makes him smoke angel dust, and he's like, "You like to get wet?" And I'm like, "What is going?" I didn't expect that. I was like, with Ethan Hawke, I'm like, "What is going on here?"
It's good.
I did like the cameos in Happy Gilmore, and I also like the flashbacks.
Yeah, the flashbacks were fine. Too many of the jokes were like
Inside jokes?
no, just the joke. The whole joke was it's this guy's son from the first movie. They did that like 4 times.
There was a lot, yeah.
There was Boban. He's I don't remember the original guy's name, but he's that guy's son. There was Chubbs, his son, was in the movie. Maybe that was his actual son. I don't know. I shouldn't have put quotes around it. Maybe I have no idea. And there was one more. There was another son. Oh,
Eminem.
Eminem plays a son.
Yeah.
That's crazy cameo from Eminem. He's there for 75 seconds. He gets eaten by alligators.
Spoiler alert. And he kind of. Do you think he had a double? Do you think he had a butt double? Or do you think that was Eminem's?
I think that was his butt.
Yeah, I could see him doing that.
I could see him not caring. Yeah, he's like, you guys could show my butt.
I wonder if that was like Slim Shady on the credits. I didn't even look. That seemed like a very Slim Shady move.
Yeah.
But the flashbacks, I enjoyed those because I don't know, it was weird because Adam Sandler in my mind, like seeing him now, I'm like, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, that's probably what he looked like in Happy Gilmore. And then when they showed it, I'm like, oh, dude, he looks so young. He looks like, I don't know, it just blows my mind.
I think he says his real age in the movie. I think he's like, I'm 58, guys. I can't do this. and then you're like, well, Adam Sandler was never that good looking. And then they show him back in Happy Gilmore. You're like, Adam Sandler, he had a little riz.
Yeah,
he had a little riz going on.
I mean, compared to now, for sure.
Now he's just super old. I think it's a bad idea to cast your daughter as your daughter in a movie. I think it's lose-lose. Not that I thought she was bad necessarily, but what are we going for here?
A little nepotism. Well, he casted 2 of his daughters.
I respect nepotism. Let me be very clear. If my dad was a famous actor and I wanted to be an actor and he didn't just put me in Netflix movies, dude, I would be livid. I'd be like, are you kidding? What kind of dad are you? So all on board with nepotism. I just think you should probably get her own movies that you're not in. That's what I think. Because I don't think it's a winning solution for you to have your own daughter on screen with you, just reminding people, hey, this is Adam Sandler's daughter.
Yeah. Well, the 2 daughters look so similar. So when he goes to the AA meetings, I'm like, what's his daughter doing there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, that's a different daughter. He's like throwing the whole family in here. I think his wife plays the dance instructor.
Yes,
this is correct. A family film. He's like, I'm just throwing more people I know in here.
I'm into it, man. I like that part about it. He's like, I'm making a movie. I'm doing whatever I want. All my family's in this movie. I just don't think I don't think his wife wants to pursue an acting career, but the daughters, if they want to be famous actors, I don't think it's a good. I think you just need to find them their own movie. You know,
like Uncut Gems 2.
Like Judd Apatow put his daughters in all those movies. He wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? He's, behind the camera. I think that's better because it doesn't scream at you, hey, look at this.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Wouldn't it be funny if 10 years from now they are winning Oscars?
I don't think they're going to be. No, the Sandler girls, I don't really see it. The Apatow, the older Apatow girl, she's really good. I don't remember her name. I think it's Maud.
Really?
Yeah, I think her name's Maud.
Short for Maud.
Fact check that. Cut it out if it's not true. I think her name's Maud Apatow. Yeah, she's pretty good. The Sandler girls, I didn't really see it. They weren't popping off screen for me.
Yeah, well, they're older too. So
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of there's a lot. I feel like there's so much pressure. Like Michael Jordan's son. I don't know if you know this or not. He has one son named Marcus Jordan.
I do know
and
that.
He tried playing basketball, and I think he was a D2 guy, maybe a D1 guy.
Okay.
And not that good.
No, that would suck so bad, dude.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you're not Michael Jordan. You're like, that's my dad, dude. Maybe the genes passed along, and they're like, you don't have it.
Yeah. Well, I like LeBron's approach. He's like, this kid's just on the team now. and so eventually, like, that kid probably will figure it out. Like, I think Bronny James eventually will be like a role player in the NBA just because they forced him in there and they've like sink or swim, and he keeps sinking, and they just keep making him swim. So like eventually he's gonna figure it out. If you give a guy 27 times to fail, time 28, like he's probably gonna have a good chance. You know, there's a lot of G League guys, they get like 2 call-ups. 2 doesn't go great, and then they're done forever. Bronny gets infinite call-ups. He just keeps swinging. He keeps swinging.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, what would you consider him making as a role player? Like 3 rebounds, like 5 assists?
Well, I mean, making it as a role player just means he's like, he stays on NBA rosters for 12 years, I guess. It doesn't necessarily mean he's contributing points and rebounds, but you probably have to at some point to stay on the roster, I guess. LeBron's not going to be around forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see him. Yeah, I could see him being like a 7 points a game kind of guy who plays great defense. You know, if you just, again, give him 5 years to figure it out, which most guys don't get. But yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, well, because Giannis, like, he had his brother come to the Bucks, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't know how often he touches the court. I mean,
yeah, he's a really thick guy.
Yeah.
And shorter than Giannis. And not very good.
He's like a lesser, worse brother at basketball, I think.
But I think he is a vibes guy, which I think is really important. So like Bronny, I think Bronny's like a good kid. I got nothing against Bronny, but I don't think he's like a vibes guy in the locker room.
Yeah.
If you're going to be, you know, the beneficiary of nepotism, I think whether it's acting or basketball, you got to be a vibes guy. You got to be on set. You got to have everybody like you. Because if everybody likes you and you have the nepotism, you're golden.
You are unstoppable.
You're unstoppable. Dude. People will just see the bright side in you.
Oh,
They'll be like, I don't know if she can act, but she's saying those lines correctly.
Yeah.
She's memorizing her line. She's doing her blocking. She's showing up for every day to set. You know, she's doing great.
Yeah.
And so if everybody likes you, that's how they see you. If you're an asshole to everybody, you know, they're like, I don't think it's worth it to keep this guy on the bench anymore. Yeah. Be honest, you got to tell your brother he's got to go back to Greece.
Yeah. But if you're like, I mean, if you're active in the group message and you're, you know, like.
Yeah, you're thumbs up in everybody's jokes.
People are like, dude, this guy gets it. Like.
Yeah, it's the same as friends group. Like nepotism, if you bring in a new friend to your friend group, you know, that's nepotism. And he gets in the group chat, he has to have the right vibes or they're just going to start another group chat without him, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people, one of my buddies, he said he won't save new numbers in group chats for fantasy football. He's like, why are we letting guys vote whose numbers I don't have saved?
Agreed.
And I'm like, well, they're in the league. And he's like, not to me, they're not.
I'm with him. I'm with him as well. Especially if it's like you've been playing with the same 12 guys for 10 years. Then you have like 2 of them. They're like, oh, I don't have time. I have kids. It's like, yeah, we all have kids, dipshit. Like, it's not that. Like, I'm at work. What do you think I'm doing? Working 9 hours a day? Like, I'm checking my roster every once in a while.
You think I'm on Next Door commenting on Bobcats?
I cannot believe guys who say, I don't have time for one fantasy football team. First of all, that's a lie. It's not true. You're lying. I don't know why you want out of the league, but that's totally fine. Just tell everybody you don't want to play fantasy football anymore. But when guys are like, oh, I just can't do all this draft prep. You think I'm doing draft prep? I'm not doing any draft. I'm just showing up, man. I'm just showing up. And ESPN's telling me who to draft, and I'm sometimes going one below that, and that's even smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate guys who are like, I don't know if I can do it this year, man. Yes, you can. It's not that. It's once you have drafted, it is 10 minutes of your week to make sure your lineup's okay and to do like 2 waiver wire moves.
Yeah.
Insane theory for some guys that and if you believe guys who say I don't have time to do it, you're spending way too much time on fantasy football. That's my theory.
Ooh, that's the other side of the coin.
Yeah, the other side of the coin is if you're like, yeah, John had kids, man, he can't do it this year. He says he's just too busy. That means if you believe that, you're the guy who's doing like 2 days of draft prep, like watching way too many YouTube videos. Just hang it up, man. Just hang it. You're okay. Just hang it up.
I mean, dude, there's probably a lot of people out there though, dude, because like the daily fantasy and like best ball stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's guys like on Twitter that are in 1,000 leagues.
Yeah. Well, those guys are sickos. I'm talking about your regular dad friend who's like, I can't do it. This family and this job. You're like, yeah, we all got jobs. We all got families, man. Like, we're still playing fantasy football. We're not the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You're okay. You can figure it out.
Oh, man. How many leagues are you in this year?
I do one league every year.
I'm down to 1, too.
I do not do multiple leagues. I hate guys who are in multiple leagues and then guys who are in like 5 leagues and they want to talk to you about fantasy football just so they can talk about their own fantasy football teams. That's most guys.
Yeah.
But then you talk to them about yours and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm in the playoffs. They're like, I got this roster. Check it out. And then you find out like a little later in the conversation, you're like, yeah, you're in the playoffs in 1 league. You're in 7 leagues. You have $900 wrapped up in fantasy football right now. I mean, I just think hedging your bets that much makes it so that you shouldn't be allowed to have conversations about fantasy football.
Yeah, it's like a Bronny James approach. You're like, you had 7 leagues to figure it out.
Yeah,
man. I got
yeah.
1 league. It's make or break for me.
Yeah, I'm do or die, dude. Puka went down early, and it's over for me. I don't get to turn on my other apps and be like, hey, here's my real team.
Yeah. That was my Yahoo team. This is my sleeper team.
Yeah.
And I have 2 on ESPN. I'll share those with you pending week 8 and 9.
Actually, those are bad. Let me show you my 2 quarterback league. Not a fan.
Oh man. What was the other piece of information? Oh, the Celsius and High Noon stuff.
Yeah.
So you haven't heard about that?
No, not at all.
So, High Noon, very popular beverage around this neighborhood, around I would say America, right?
I assume everybody knows what high noon is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a seltzer. Is
Yeah.
it a seltzer? I mean, I actually don't even know that much about it. I just know
Yeah.
I get them from my wife. She's like, "Hey, I need a drink," and I'm like,
Right.
"Let me grab them for you."
Yeah.
But they're number one. They're expensive, right?
Yes. Yeah, they are expensive because I think they're made with real. No, they can't be because then they wouldn't be able to sell them in like gas stations.
It's
and
real
stuff,
vodka,
right?
though, right? Is
I
what
thought
they
it
say?
was real vodka,
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a percentage.
but they're still only like 5%. Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a little drop of real vodka mixed in with whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so High Noon has the same co-packer as Celsius,
Okay.
and the energy drink, which very popular as well. So the
Especially in this house.
oh boy, oh yeah. If they're running promo,
Yeah.
get ready.
Brittany Mahomes is not selling you any Alani. You're just all Celsius all the time.
Well, that's the same company now.
Really?
Yeah, Celsius bought Alani Nu.
Okay.
I'm very well versed in it.
So it's like
energy
it's like
drink.
craft beer. These things are all eventually becoming just one company anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But so Celsius and High Noon have the same co-packer, and apparently this co-packer probably came down to a guy on the line wasn't paying attention, didn't change the label out, and I want to say thousands, if I don't want to say a million cans, that seems like a lot, but a significant amount of cans with Celsius labels were shipped out, and there's High Noons inside.
Incredible. And they're still out there because they don't know for sure.
So I think they've recalled them.
Yeah,
but some may have slipped through the cracks, man.
Okay.
But I'm like, dude, that's pretty wild if you're
You crack
popping
one
a
open.
Celsius. Yeah, and you're like, this tastes a little
Crack
weird.
one open on the way to work. This reminds me of like this was a trend on Instagram for a while. Like people would make fake videos and be like, my dad didn't know for 6 months that when he was drinking a White Claw on the way to work, it was actually alcohol. You never saw that?
No.
Oh, that was it. That was a huge shit. People would lie about that all the time. They'd be like, they'd show their dad like sipping a White Claw, in the morning. They'd be like, there's alcohol in that, right? And the dad goes, what? That was a big trend. People love that joke. And everybody tried to pass that off as like really happening.
Yeah, what do you think? I'm like, what's your job you're heading to, man? Like,
Yeah, no.
but I don't know, dude. I can believe that happens just because, like,
I believe it happened once to one guy, and somebody posted on Instagram.
oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, he was on his way to work. We meant to find work. You know?
I've got a sophisticated palate, so I can taste the alcohol. So don't. If you hit me a seltzer, I'm gonna probably tell you if there's alcohol in it or not.
Yeah, you can be like, I don't think this is an energy drink.
Yeah. If it tastes slightly worse than a regular seltzer, it probably has alcohol in it.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about like all these co-packers and like making like private label stuff versus name brand. I'm a private label guy. Are you a name brand guy? For like chips. Let's throw out chips.
Chips, I guess I'm not a name brand guy because my wife mostly shops at Trader Joe's now, so she's just bringing home Trader Joe's chips. But I think, and you'll be the expert on this, I think most Trader Joe's chips are name brand chips that they repackage as Trader Joe's chips. Is that not true? I know they do that with some products.
Man, I think it's just all these co-packers. I think it's literally there's like 2 people who make chips in the U.S.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you want? Like nacho cheese. Okay, we'll just like change out the label and just start shipping them out.
Okay, that's what I assumed. Chips are really the only thing we even, because we're not like a soda family, we're not like a cereal family. I don't think we have any stuff. We don't do like cookies or stuff like that. So I don't know that we have any name brand stuff in the house. Cheez-Its are big for me. I can't have like the knockoff Cheez-Its.
That's where you draw the line?
That's where I draw the line. Yeah, I've been addicted to Cheez-Its since I was, I don't know, 9. So still going strong. They're still the best snack food in America.
Just regular Cheez-Its, not
regular
like Tabasco?
Cheez-Its. I got on extra toasty for a while, and what I find is, as a Cheez-It expert, the extra toasty really does like it. You get flavor fatigue very quick from the extra toasty. Like, there's a reason when you get a box of Cheez-Its and you get like one that's extra toasty, you're like, that was great.
Yeah.
And then Cheez-Its obviously makes a whole box of them now, but one is the right amount. You want to go back to the regular Cheez-Its. So actually the move would be, if you can mix 1 part extra toasty Cheez-Its with 2 boxes of regular Cheez-Its, that would be probably the ideal ratio for me personally.
Am I the first that you've told this to? Or have you, like if they start talking fantasy football, team number 6, you're like, hey, let me talk to you about Cheez-Its, brother.
I just had a stroke. I don't even know what I was talking about. Something about Cheez-Its? No, yeah, I think about Cheez-Its all the time. White cheddar, okay. Every once in a while, I'll throw some white cheddar in there. The Tabasco ones don't really do it for me. And then there, some weirder ones that you can get into. But yeah, just regular Cheez-Its for me. I always go back to them.
That's fair. I mean,
just so everybody knows, we're sponsored by Cheez-Its today. Yeah. and Cheez-Its, I think, are not. They're Sunshine. That's who makes Cheez-Its. I think they're maybe not one of the big. They probably are. They're probably under one of the big conglomerates now. But I thought for a while they were not.
Oh, I thought...
I'm trying to support small businesses by eating Cheez-Its.
When you said Sunshine, I thought that was just like a feeling you had. You're like, I mean, it's like sunshine in a bag. You're like, that's how much I love Cheez-Its. Like, they're that good.
They are that good. They're the best snack food ever made. But no, I don't. They're probably not an independent business. I
don't think anybody is, man.
No.
People are gonna be real surprised when they find out we're industry plants.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it tonight when I go home, and I'm gonna find out Cheez-Its are made by Lockheed Martin. Like, oh, that probably was the best plug.
They're like, oh man, it says here BlackRock.
Cheez-Its by BlackRock.
Yeah, they're like, man, what are we doing? Do you know who Bobby Olatoff is?
No.
So she has like a real deadpan sense of humor. She was like a mom TikToker, and then she started doing like the really good podcast.
The girl who interviewed Drake?
Yes.
Like in his bed?
Yeah. So she was married at that time. Curveball.
Okay.
She got divorced.
Okay.
Got
it.
But
with kids.
With a kid. I think just one, maybe.
That's dirty work, getting in Drake's bed and then divorcing your husband who you have a kid with.
And on the podcast, she says, and I don't know if this is true or not, she said that she's missing her kid's birthday for this interview.
Okay. Seems true.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
There's no questioning that's something. And even Drake's like, that's questionable.
I assume she's probably not very well liked, like if you talk to people, but I kind of like her shtick of like the I don't care what you're saying to me thing.
Yeah.
It's slightly different, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so a lot of people said she was an industry plant because she went from doing TikTok videos to her second podcast having Drake.
Can you describe to me what an industry plant is? Because I'm legitimately asking. I'm not 100% sure what that means.
So an industry plant is pretty much like nepotism, where it's like nepotism where somebody is well connected and you just leverage that person's connections in the industry to get like mainstream success.
Okay, man. I feel like most people are industry plants.
Yeah, I know. Well, when it's described like that, because I watched a YouTube video that was talking about it, and my first thought was, that's just good business.
That's most musicians, I think.
Yeah. I'm like, have you guys heard of G Unit? I mean, 50 Cent put the, Young Buck on and such. And Nelly and the Saint Lunatics.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now it's called. But that's if people don't like you. If people like you, they're like, "Oh man, dude, they got it out the mud together."
Yeah.
But if people don't like you, they're like,
Industry plant.
"Industry plant."
Industry plant. So do you think Drake's an industry plant?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
It's just a child actor from Canada.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Degrassi. I didn't watch Degrassi.
Oh, I watched Degrassi.
Did you really?
Yeah, I watched every single episode of his Degrassi. There's a lot of generations of Degrassi.
Jimmy was his name, correct?
Jimmy was his name. That was my generation of Degrassi. Like I watched it pretty much start to finish. I don't remember like a ton about it, but he definitely gets shot in a school shooting. I think everybody's probably seen that clip.
Yeah.
These days, Jimmy was a weird. He was a weird character to begin with, but then once he got in the wheelchair, he was even weirder.
Was the wheelchair? Is that how he got in the wheelchair?
Yeah, he got shot. Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed it was kind of like a Glee thing where like you just kind of come into it and you're like,
No.
this guy, drunk driver. You assume.
No.
So that's like part of it. It's like,
Yeah, it's part of the lore.
oh wow.
Yeah.
I need to watch a little recap on that.
Yeah. Good luck. The recap's got to be 9 hours because they made like 9 seasons of that.
All with Jimmy, or are we talking just different generations of Degrassi?
Oh, there's way more than 9 seasons if you go through all the generations. Yeah, there's a generation before that, and there's a generation after that. And I think that one is specifically called Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. What was it on, Nickelodeon or something?
I watched it on Nickelodeon, yeah, at night. Nickelodeon in the middle of the night would play Degrassi, and I'd be like 14 years old, up too late. I'd be like, this is so deep. That kid's on drugs. I'd be like, wait a second, that kid's a homosexual? I was like, we're gonna have some real tension here.
Oh man.
I was like, will his parents accept him? I was like, I don't know. That was me at 14 years old.
Have you seen the shows that portray high school kids now? Like Sydney, what's the one with Sydney Sweeney on HBO?
Euphoria?
Euphoria, yeah. And they're like mainlining hard drugs.
Yeah.
And I just like think about like what you were saying versus like I watched a recap of Euphoria and I was like, I can't sleep. I'm like,
Degrassi, like the climax of a season would be like a kid sitting there and somebody would pass him a joint and they'd be like, Spencer, you gonna hit this? And it'd be like, credits, find out next season if Spencer hit the joint. You'd be like, I don't know, man. I don't think Spencer should do that.
and Euphoria is just like mass murder and drugs and just you're like, wait, what? This is what high school's like?
Yeah.
I mean, not in Gravit.
Yeah, my high school was much more like Degrassi than Euphoria, I think. Unless I was just I didn't notice the right people.
Is that because you spent 2 years in a wheelchair?
Yeah, correct.
Because you're a method actor, so you were like, hey, we're doing Degrassi next year. I gotta get in.
Oh, I wish. They had storylines where basically once a season it would be.
Can I get a refill? Do you want one?
We could,
Oh, I just went to this.
oh yeah.
What do you want? That's fine. Oh, we'll edit this out. This will be a good cheeses commercial.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, wait. We only got like 5 minutes left because I don't know how much over an hour it's gonna go.
I don't remember what I was gonna say about Degrassi. Let me see. We can wrap it. Do you want to wrap? We can go into like a little rap conversation.
Yeah.
What do you want to rap about?
I don't know. I guess. I'm just drawing a blank now. I'm like, I shouldn't have gotten up, man.
Yeah, when you stop talking for a second. Let me try to remember what I was saying about Degrassi. I was going to tell you a specific plot line. I don't know.
Was it who you were going to play in the Degrassi?
No. Definitely one of the stories in Degrassi, like early on. As the kids got older, the stories got more serious. But like in the first season, like some of the stories would be like, this kid's skipping school. And you're like, yeah, I don't know, man. That doesn't seem that compelling. And then by the end of it they finally got to like, this kid's gay. You're like, okay, all right. But I guess in between then they did have a school shooter, which was a pretty gnarly couple episodes. Yeah, he gets a couple episodes arc.
Yeah, I sound like a season 1 guy. I'm like, wait, Tom is cheating on his math?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect show to show my son. We'll watch together, like as he's the same age as the kids, and so you can just progress with their problems. So we got to take like a year off in between every season.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like, when do they cover teen pregnancy?
Oh, dude, early, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there is teen pregnancy for sure. Yeah. Dude, maybe Drake's girlfriend gets pregnant. That's not true. Cut that out. No, I'll leave that in. It might be true.
While he's in a wheelchair?
Oh man. No, she's not the one who gets pregnant. Somebody does get pregnant.
I would just be more like, how does that work? I mean, I'm asking as a grown man. Like,
Yeah, you might want to Google that. That is possible. Maybe with some science.
yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I guess it just
we're out of
depends.
our element here, I think, now. We're talking about can wheelchair guys
Yeah.
get
We should
get
go to
women
urgent care
pregnant.
and ask them.
Yeah,
And be
yeah.
like, hey, they're like diarrhea. 2 of them. I'm like, no, actually, we're not this time.
You're not gonna believe this. Solid as a rock right now. But could I ask you something?
Yeah, it's like a human anatomy question.
Yeah. Just like, first of all, I'm 19 years old. I have no idea what you're talking about. I go to community college right now.
It's like, I'm not answering that question. Yeah, I bet you they wouldn't even know too. They'd be like, "That's a good ask ChatGPT."
Yeah, they're like, let me see if I can find. The doctor's gone, but he'll probably be back tomorrow.
If you don't catch him between 7:10 and 7:15 in the morning, you're not gonna see.
Yeah, you're not there. He's back there watching Happy Gilmore 2 on his computer.
Oh, I meant to bring up John Daly, dude, Arkansas guy. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Of course, yeah. His son also an Arkansas guy.
His son plays golf or did play golf for the University of Arkansas
Nice.
golf squad.
You'd probably just call it a team.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
John Daly's really funny in the movie.
Oh yeah, I thought he did good.
Yeah, he's killing it. He has a lot of lines too.
More than I expected too. And he was a big gambler. Did you ever like see his book or hear anything about his book?
Mm.
In his book, like this is in the 90s, he talks about winning these.
This is a biblical text in Arkansas, I assume.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He talks about winning all this money and then going to Vegas and doing just like crazy degenerate stuff, like slot machines, like $4,000 a pull. And he's like, I'm sitting there on a bender and I'm down like 120,000, and like tomorrow is round 3 and I gotta fly back. And you're like, what are you doing, man? Like you should probably just be at home sleeping. And he's like, I gotta chase them diamonds, chase the bonus, man.
It's like a Michael Jordan playoff game, dude.
Exactly.
He was doing the same stuff.
Yeah. He's like, I wish there was quarters here. I throw against the wall.
Yeah.
But all right, well, we're almost at an hour.
All right, man. Well, I had a great time.
Do you want to go ahead and close this out with your patented closeout?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everybody get ready. Put your headphones on. Turn the volume up if you're listening. See you later, slime balls.
That's good.
That's it, man. Yeah.